With Ninjago ended, a lot of fans are in tears. I know how you feel, guys. When my favorite LEGO theme, Adventurers, was cancelled, I felt the same way. But Johnny Thunder still lives because of the people who write about him. And trust me, I do not think the ninja are in any danger of losing fans who write stories about them. The trick to writing good fan fiction? Being able to back up what you're writing using things from the series, real-life information, and your own experiences. So here's me, Scarheart, divided into LEGO knowledge, creative side, and researcher, here to show you what I've applied in my own fanfictions, and to give you Ninjago fans out there some ideas on where you can start writing. Note, this episode does cover gay and lesbian relationships. Also, this episode contains spoilers for episode 16. Okay guys, I'll be honest. I hate romance stories. But that hasn't stopped a majority of Ninjago fanfictions, and in fact fanfictions in general, to be romance-based. So today, I'm going to cover a few things about writing for this very popular genre. Ninjago, being an action-packed kids show, only has 2 main females, so it has very little romance in it. There are only 2 major relationships, Jay and Nia, and the love triangle between Sensei Wu, Misako, and Lord Garmadon. Heck, the sauciest scene we get is a clone of Jay making out with Nia in order to steal her car. But as multiple fan art, and I hope episode 1 of this series has shown, the ninjas would actually be pretty hot if they were human. As a result, these ninjas are a very easy target for romance stories. By the way, my personal picks for appearance are Cole being the cute one and older Lloyd being the hot one. There are 3 main types of romantic fanfictions. The first one is character X character. Due to the lack of girls in the show, it is often a ninja in love with another ninja. My only advice I can honestly give is don't go against the series, as I've said before. In other words, Nia shouldn't date anyone other than Jay, and Jay can't date anyone other than Nia. Also, try to keep people in similar ages. Lloyd probably shouldn't date any of the other ninjas because he's technically only 10 years old, even if he does eventually get the body of a teenager. By the way, while doing research for this episode, I talked to a friend of mine who is gay about his thoughts on Ninja X Ninja relationships. He told me, and I quote, "Don't do this thing some authors do. Some try to make one of them the guy and the other one the girl. For example, having one be the strong manly type and the other be the more feminine, dependent, weaker, etc. That is actually really inaccurate. I know sometimes gay couples get asked which one is the guy and which one is the girl, but it honestly doesn't work like that. It's like asking which of 2 chopsticks is the fork. It doesn't work that way. So keep this in mind, folks. Don't make one of the ninjas more girlish and the other one more guyish. The second type is Ninja X OC. Honestly, since this contains OCs, I can't give too much advice. However, fair warning, there are people out there who think dating another character is a step towards the OC becoming a Mary Sue. Personally, I don't believe this as long as the character in the OC isn't taken in the series already. For example, don't have the OC date Jay, but be prepared for it to come under fire. And remember, the only way to really avoid a Mary Sue is not to forbid certain traits, but keep the character balanced. Lastly, we have, God give me strength, character X reader. This means that a story is written with the character acting romantically with the reader. This is done simply by putting in phrases like, "He locks your lips with yours in a kiss." Think of it as sort of a love simulation game done with words alone. My advice with these is to keep in mind that different people look for different things in a relationship. So it's a good idea to have different stories, have the reader treated differently. For example, one story could be more of the character comforting the reader, and the other could be a reader comforting the character, and another could just be a fun date. Also, make sure that you spread around the various ninjas that the reader is allowed to date. One story about Zane, one story about Jay, one story about Kai, whatever. Don't just focus on one, because there are fangirls for pretty much all of them. So happy writing, and happy making characters kiss. Join me next time when I talk about the bane of creative people around the world. Thank God that's over. Okay, we got it out of the way. We don't have to discuss love triangles. Seriously, why does everyone like romance stories so much?